Sheriff, I know you have a meeting to go to. We can continue talking, but I wanted to make sure you had your opportunity if you wanted to leave now.
I'll just, and I do apologize for having to step off the call early. And I'm honored to have been asked to be a part of the conversation. I do think, and so many important things, and Aaron, I believe, said it, that this is like the tip of the iceberg. There's so much work to be done. But, those of us in law enforcement, I think there's a feeling like that out there that, we're not willing to modify or change the way we handle our business. And I think that's contrary to what history has shown, that, we have, I can tell you the men and women out there on the street are so much better trained, are so much better at people de-escalation, people-oriented skills than I was ever trained 34 years ago, I believe it was, when I first became a police officer in the state of Maryland. It doesn't mean we can't do things better, and we always should be looking, and we should have chiefs and sheriffs and leaders, Senator Ferguson and Mr. Scott being on the call. We should have leaders who work with their police departments and the police leaders to ensure that's the case. So this is the tip of the iceberg, and hopefully we can all work together. I think we are a good example of that here in Harford County, where we have a great relationship with our community, and I hope it only continues to improve over time. So with that, thank you for having me on.
Certainly. Promise that we'll talk again, please, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Scott, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to add into the discussion that we were just having, and this is something that Aaron and I have talked about, that Bill and I have talked about, the Senate President have talked about a lot, right? We have to, when you're talking about this reimagine, it's going to be a tough conversation, right? Because it's going to make people be uncomfortable. But again, I think it's about, one, it's not just reimagining how, and we have to do that, how cities and governments work with nonprofits, with community people, leaders and community organizations, but it's also about reimagining how the government itself responds to citizens' problems and issues, and what kind of programming, because we have been in this place where we've just budgeted the same way based on how can we do whatever we did last year, this year, and some new things. That's it. Not thinking about how we're going to totally rethink, right? Think about what we're hearing about how 911 needs to be reimagined, how you can see cities across the country and folks who are saying like, hey, there maybe needs to be, and there should be, let me just be clear in saying that there should be a way for us to say, no, it's not just police and EMT that can come out and respond to stuff. We can have actual trained clinicians to come out to these incidents. We actually have to do exactly what Aaron and the Senate President have said, is that we have to actually do the tough work of analyzing where we are and how we can responsibly start to change the way we operate over time, so that we're having the impact that we need to have. We have to figure out a better way to operate to it.
Brandon Scott,
yeah,
you
I think there's something that we also need to make sure that gets stated in this discussion, because we have to make sure that we're in the solutions that we're proposing. We're not leaving space for the same oppressive systems that we're facing right now to be replicated. Mm-hmm. The reason why I'm always championing Black grassroots-led organizations here in the city is because the history of this city has a lot of these big corporations coming in, taking a survey of the area and looking at what's already being done, and then paying their grant writers and their promoters and lobbyists to actually replicate the same models that Black grassroots organizations in the city are already doing, and actually going after federal funds to make sure that they do it under their imprint. But when they do it, a lot of the time, the services that they're providing are not actually making the situations on the front lines of our city better. And if we let this moment come and we take certain concessions based on this ideology of reimagining certain things, and we end up reestablishing those same mechanisms in the systems that we're trying to create, we've actually done ourselves a disservice, and our kids will be the ones that suffer for it.
Well, Aaron Mabin, you get the last word, sir. Always good to see you. Daniel, City Forever, good to see you as well. Mr. Council President, good to see you. Mervo Counts as well. Brittany, thank you. Senate President Bill Ferguson, good to see you too. As you all said, along with the Sheriff Gaylor, thank you. As you all said, just the tip of the iceberg. Looking forward to doing this again. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
As we said when we met last, this is just one conversation. Our hope is that this catches on, be it virtual or face-to-face, at a distance, of course, in these COVID times. Nothing bad can come out of talking, even if it's just agreeing to disagree on some topics. The only bad that can happen is when we choose to be silent, something we refuse to do. Thanks for joining us, and good night.